So we're from Group 3, and right now we're gonna presentate our final project of analysis of a managerial accounting case in the MSME Popis. My name is Faiz Haikal Nugraha, along with the other members are Maulana Ahmad Farezi and Niam Wahyu Prayogo. So basically, Poppies was established in 5th May of 2025, founded by a business management ITS student who is looking forward towards future fashion trends and has been involved directly with several local clothing brands in Surabaya. The brand aims to introduce a unique approach to fashion by offering trend-forward yet modest clothing styles that provide consumers with a distinctive and stylish look. Poppies has been participating mainly on social media platforms. The advertisement itself are through people that the owner itself has known very well and has big exposure in social media. Potentially opening a brick and mortar concept store in Surabaya to showcase its fashion collection with a unique and modest identity. For the managerial accounting case, Popis is categorized as a micro, small, and medium enterprise that currently operates mainly through social media. This means that all types of costs of goods sold, operating expenses, and other financial variables will fluctuate based on selling arrangement. The brand owners aim to maintain business sustainability and profitability. Therefore, this case study intends to estimate costs and profits resulting from changes in sales volume using the CVP analysis method, including contribution margin analysis, break-even point analysis, and margin of safety analysis. For the problem statement, what is the cost of goods sold for the products sold by Puppies? How is the cost volume profit analysis for the fashion products offered by Puppies? And what recommendations can be given to Puppies based on the result of the analysis? For the research objectives, the research objectives is to determine the cost of goods sold of the fashion items sold by Puppies, and then analyzing the increase in raw materials costs and developing cost management strategies that can help Puppies maintain a healthy profit margin, and to analyze the cost volume profit of Puppies fashion products. For the vision and mission of Poppies. Poppies' vision is to become a leading fashion brand that defines future trends through exclusive, modest, and trend-forward clothing that empowers individuality. For the mission itself is to design and produce exclusive fashion collection that combine modesty with contemporary style, and then to anticipate and innovate future fashion trends that resonate with modern conscious consumers, and to build a strong brand identity, and also to cultivate a loyal community by delivering personalized and meaningful fashion experience, and etc. And here's the product that Poppies have. The first one is Jade Bermuda pants. The second one is a long sleeve T-shirt that they call Joy, and the last one is Jane Stripe pants. So right now I'm gonna explain about the operating costs. So basically, operating costs are the ongoing expenses necessary for a company's daily operations, including both direct costs like the cost of goods sold and indirect expenses such as rent, salaries, and marketing. Unlike non-operating costs like taxes or interest, operating costs are tied to core business activities. Efficiently managing these costs is vital for profitability and long-term success. Through excessive cuts can harm quality and morale. Research shows that operating costs significantly impact profitability and consequently a company's overall value, highlighting their importance in financial strategy. So here we can see in the first batch for the packaging itself, the costs are 10,000 per piece. Same with the second batch, and also for the raw materials for the pens, Jane and Jade are 160,000 per piece. Same, the second batch is the same with the first batch, and for the long sleeve T-shirt, or we usually or Poppies usually called it as Joy, is 130,000 per piece, and the second one is 130,000 per pieces also. For the and so the total raw material expenses will be 290,000 rupiah for both batches. And for the marketing, like Instagram ads, Poppies only uses their ads as in the first batch for 30,000, and the second batch is 50,000. So the total operational cost for the first batch is 330, and for the second batch is 350. Based on the calculation, the total production cost of Poppies Surabaya vary each batch, but this is due to the different monthly needs of poppies, these marketing activities in batch 2 cause the total production cost for that batch to be slightly higher than they have in the first batch. So here's the sales volume. Sales volume is the number of units of goods or services sold within a specific period. It reflects the outcome of sales activities and helps businesses product performance and guide strategic decisions. For poppies, sales volume represent the total units sold of their produced products. So we can see from the first batch, the total sales for Joy uh, and then the Jade and Jane is 7,300,000. For the second batch, the total sales is 12,250,000 rupiah because the units sold in the second batch are higher than we have in the first batch. So right now I'm going to explain the COGS of poppies. COGS basically refers to the direct costs associated with producing goods or services sold by a company, including materials, labor, and production costs. It is a key measure of the cost to manufacture or acquire product that generate revenue. As we can see, as we can see from the pie chart above, the first batch has the 37.5% out of 100%, and the second batch itself is quite higher than the first batch, that they have 62.5% from 100%.
Okay, so now I will discuss the chapter 3. It is the research methodology. So this is the data types and source. It is the data that used for the analysis in secondary data source from puppies, such as historical, financial data, and then the specifically covering the sales performance across the two different batch of products. So the first batch, which is include the product like Joy, Jin, and Jade, which is the name of the Joy. It is the t-shirt, and then the Jane, it is the strip pant, and then the Jet Bermuda pants is the uh, pants too. Was sold on 5 May 2025 for the first batch, and then for the second batch, it is consisting of the same product types, but sold on 25 May 2025. Okay, so the cost volume profit or CVP analysis, it is a crucial managerial accounting tool that help business understand the relationship between cost, sales volume, and also the profit. So one of the key objective of CVP analysis is to determine the break-even point. This is the what is called the rumus. So the baby units equal total fixed cost divided by margin contribution per unit. And then the next one is I will discuss about the contribution margin ratio. It is one such metric in the contribution margin ratio, which represent the percentage of its sales that contribute to covering fixed costs and generating profit. The formula of the contribution margin ratio is contribution margin per unit divided by selling price per unit. And then the next one is the margin of safety, or MUS. It is how much sales that can drop before the business reach it is even break-even point. So a higher MOS suggests that a business is less likely to incur loss under the fluctuation sales condition. So the formula is actual sales minus by break-even sales divided by actual sales. And the last one is the GQ operating leverage, or we can call it DOL. It is to measure the sensitivity of operating income to change in sales. So this is the metrics reflect how fixed costs magnify the effect of sales volume that change on profits. This is the formula, or we can calculate it, contribution margin divided by operating income.
Move to the chapter 4, analysis and discussion. For variable costs change with production volume, directly affecting profitability. Figure 4.1 shows this cost which are crucial for understanding production impacts. And the fixed costs like rent, salaries, and etc. remain constant regardless of output. Figure 4.2 illustrates this baseline operational expenses needed to maintain business. And the contribution margin, we have batch 1 and batch 2. Batch 2 shows stronger performance with 3.9 million versus batch 1, 2.3 million. Figures 4.3 until 4.4 demonstrate batch 2 better cost coverage and profitability. Move to break-even point analysis. Batch 1 break-even at 0.13 units at 95,000 rupiah, while batch 2 requires more 0.19 until 0.25 units or 166,000 rupiah, reflecting its higher cost structure. And for contribution margin ratio or CMR, batch 2 shows 31.98%. CMR slightly outperform batch 1, which is 31.51%, showing marginally better efficiency in profit conversion in figure 4.6. And for the margin of safety, batch 2 have 12.1 million safety margin, exit batch 1, which is 2.2 million in figure 4.7, offering better protection against sales declines. And for degree of operating leverage, would have 1.01 DOL, but batch 2 higher net income, like 3.8 million versus 2.2 million, means greater absolute profit impact from sales change in figure 4.8.
And this is the chapter 5. Chapter 5 is I want to discuss about the conclusion and the recommendation.
And for the next one is I will discuss the managerial implication. First one is make decision using data such as CVP, BEP, and also the CMR. It is give useful info for pricing and the planning sales target. And then the next one is the plan finance better. Knowing the break-even point and the margin of safety helps the business avoid losses. And the last one is the 2-minute series. It is a higher margin of safety, means the business is safer from loss if the sales is go down.
And here is the recommendation. So the first one is keep to using the social media ads, which is Instagram ads help increase sales in batch 2. They're at around 20,000 rupiah, and also to continue using it and try reaching more people more widely. And the second one is control production cost, which means that always watch the cost of materials and also avoid spending too much. This helps the profit keep high. And the last one is focus on best selling product. So improve the product that has the higher demand. Like example from the interview before, it is the pen one. From batch 1 to batch 2, it is increased around 10 until 15. Yeah, that's all.
And for the next one is I will discuss the managerial implication. First one is make decision using data such as CVP, BEP, and also the CMR. It is give useful info for pricing and the planning sales target. And then the next one is the plan finance better. Knowing the break-even point and the margin of safety helps the business avoid losses. And the last one is the 2-minute series. It is a higher margin of safety, means the business is safer from loss if the sales is go down. And that's all from us. Thank you.